1 in 4 people will experience a mental health issue each year, and yet, many of us struggle to get the help we need. In fact, a staggering 60% of people with mental health disorders don't seek treatment. But what if I told you there's a new player in town that's changing the game: AI therapists? An AI therapist is essentially a computer program designed to simulate human-like conversations, using natural language processing and machine learning to understand and respond to users' emotional needs. Their purpose is to provide accessible, affordable, and anonymous mental health support whenever and wherever you need it. Traditional therapy is amazing, but let's face it, it's not always accessible to everyone. For many, the cost is prohibitively high, and finding a therapist who's a good fit can be like finding a needle in a haystack. And for others, the stigma surrounding mental health issues can be a major barrier to seeking help. But even for those who do manage to overcome these hurdles, there's still the issue of availability. Therapists have busy schedules, and getting an appointment can take weeks, sometimes even months. And what about those living in rural areas, where the nearest therapist might be hours away? The sad reality is that many people are forced to go without the help they need because of these very real obstacles. In a world where mental health support is more crucial than ever, it's heartbreaking to think that so many are being left behind. This is exactly where AI therapists come in, to bridge the gap, to make mental health support more accessible, and to provide an anonymous and affordable alternative for those who need it. Platforms like Wyza, Wobot, and Replika are already making waves in the AI therapy space. Wyza, for instance, uses a combination of AI and human therapists to provide personalized support and coping strategies. Wobot takes a more lighthearted approach, using humor and wit to help users tackle anxiety and depression. And Replika, which I find particularly fascinating, creates a personalized AI companion that learns and adapts to your needs over time. What I love about these platforms is that they're not trying to replace human therapists, but rather complement them, offering a new avenue for support that's available 24/7. The technology behind these platforms is seriously impressive, using complex algorithms to understand and respond to emotional cues, and even incorporating things like meditation and mindfulness exercises to help users develop healthy coping mechanisms. But what really gets me excited is the real-life impact these platforms are having. I came across a story about a woman who struggled with anxiety and depression for years, but thanks to an AI therapist, was finally able to find the help she needed. She said it was the first time she'd felt truly heard and understood, and that the AI therapist's anonymity allowed her to open up in ways she never thought possible. It's stories like these that remind us of the incredible potential AI therapists have to change lives. I've seen statistics that show AI therapy can be just as effective as traditional therapy in reducing symptoms of anxiety and depression, and that it's even helping people to develop healthier sleep habits and reduce their reliance on medication. So, to sum it up, AI therapists are not here to replace human therapists, but to augment them, offering a new, accessible avenue for mental health support. They're not a magic bullet, but they do have the potential to revolutionize the way we approach mental health care. If you've had any experiences with AI therapy, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about mental health innovations, be sure to check out our video on virtual reality therapy. It's definitely worth a watch. Join me as I take on the challenge of programming DNA to actually grow food and create materials. Let's see if I can pull it off. Programming DNA is a concept that may sound like science fiction, but it has the potential to revolutionize the way we produce food and materials. By harnessing the power of DNA, scientists are working towards creating sustainable and environmentally friendly solutions for some of the world's most pressing issues. Today, a staggering 1/3 of all food produced globally is lost or wasted, equivalent to about 1.3 billion tons per year. This not only translates to a massive loss of resources but also has severe environmental implications. On top of this, the way we currently produce and consume materials is unsustainable, with rampant deforestation, pollution, and climate change all being major concerns. The fashion industry, for example, is responsible for around 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions, with the production of synthetic materials like polyester and nylon being major contributors. The construction industry is another culprit, with cement production accounting for around 8% of global CO2 emissions. Our current methods of food production and material sourcing are not only unsustainable but also detrimental to the planet. The over-reliance on pesticides, herbicides, and fertilizers in agriculture has led to widespread soil degradation, water pollution, and biodiversity loss. The extraction and processing of raw materials for construction and manufacturing have similar negative impacts. It's clear that we need to rethink the way we approach these industries and find more sustainable solutions. As the global population is projected to reach 9.7 billion by 2050, it's imperative that we find ways to produce food and materials more efficiently and sustainably. This is where programming DNA comes in. By harnessing the power of synthetic biology, scientists are working towards creating novel, sustainable solutions for food and material production. Synthetic biology involves the design and construction of new biological systems, such as microorganisms, to perform specific functions. In the context of food production, this could mean designing microbes that can fix nitrogen, reducing the need for synthetic fertilizers. Or, it could involve engineering crops that are more resilient to disease and pests, reducing the need for pesticides. In materials science, synthetic biology is being used to create novel biological materials, such as spider silk analogs, that are stronger, lighter, and more sustainable than traditional materials. One company that's pushing the boundaries of DNA programming is Ginkgo Bioworks, a biotech firm that's using synthetic biology to create novel, sustainable materials. They've developed a platform that allows them to design and engineer microorganisms to produce specific compounds, such as perfumes, flavors, and cosmetics. They're also working on developing sustainable agricultural products, such as nitrogen-fixing microbes that can reduce the need for synthetic fertilizers. Another promising innovation is the use of DNA programming to create novel, biodegradable materials. Researchers have been able to engineer bacteria to produce bioplastics, such as polyhydroxyalkanoates, that are fully biodegradable and compostable. These materials have the potential to replace traditional plastics in packaging, reducing the environmental impact of plastic waste. The potential applications of DNA programming are vast and far-reaching. Imagine a future where food production is sustainable, efficient, and environmentally friendly. Imagine a world where materials are produced from renewable biomass, reducing our reliance on finite resources and minimizing waste. In conclusion, programming DNA has the potential to revolutionize the way we produce food and materials. By harnessing the power of synthetic biology, we can create sustainable, environmentally friendly solutions that address some of the world's most pressing issues. It's an exciting area of research that holds immense promise for the future. What are your thoughts on DNA programming and its potential applications? Leave them in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about the latest innovations in biotechnology, be sure to check out our next video on the topic. What if you could control devices with just your thoughts? Brain-computer interfaces, like Neuralink, are making this a reality. Imagine a future where communication barriers dissolve, allowing people with disabilities to interact seamlessly with technology. These interfaces could revolutionize how we experience the world. From enhancing memory to enabling direct brain-to-brain communication, the possibilities are endless. But it's not just about convenience, it raises important ethical questions. Who controls this technology? How do we protect our thoughts? As we move forward, we must consider the implications of merging human cognition with machines. Will we enhance our capabilities, or risk losing our human essence? The future of brain-computer interfaces is a thrilling yet daunting frontier, blending innovation with responsibility. What are your thoughts on this technology? Will it empower humanity or pose new challenges? Share your ideas in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights on the future of technology. Join me as I dive into the world of digital twins and challenge myself to uncover how different industries are using this technology right now. Digital twins are essentially virtual replicas of physical objects or systems, allowing us to simulate, analyze, and predict their behavior in real time. This concept has gained significant attention in recent years, and it's easy to see why. By creating a digital clone of a physical asset, we can test new ideas, optimize performance, and even predict potential failures, all without risking real-world consequences. Implementing digital twins effectively, however, is not without its challenges. One of the main hurdles industries face is the sheer amount of data required to create an accurate virtual replica. This data often comes from various sources, making integration and synchronization a significant task. Furthermore, the complexity of the physical system itself can make it difficult to model and simulate its behavior accurately. Additionally, the need for advanced skills and expertise in areas like IoT, AI, and data analytics can be a significant obstacle for many organizations. And finally, ensuring the digital twin is updated in real time to reflect changes in the physical system is a monumental task that requires significant resources and infrastructure. To make matters worse, if not implemented correctly, digital twins can actually create more problems than they solve. For instance, if the virtual model is inaccurate or outdated, it can lead to flawed decision-making and even physical harm. Moreover, the sheer amount of data generated by digital twins can be overwhelming, making it difficult to extract meaningful insights. And finally, the security risks associated with digital twins cannot be overlooked, as a single breach could have disastrous consequences. Despite these challenges, many organizations are pushing forward with digital twin initiatives, and the results are nothing short of impressive. In the manufacturing sector, digital twins are being used to optimize production workflows, reduce waste, and predict equipment failures. For instance, General Electric uses digital twins to simulate the performance of its jet engines, allowing them to improve design and reduce testing time. In the healthcare sector, digital twins are being used to create personalized models of patient anatomy, allowing for more accurate diagnoses and targeted treatments. In urban planning, digital twins are being used to create virtual models of cities, allowing planners to simulate the impact of different infrastructure projects and optimize resource allocation. For example, the city of Singapore has created a digital twin of its entire city, allowing it to simulate and analyze the impact of different urban planning strategies. And in the automotive industry, digital twins are being used to simulate the performance of vehicles, allowing manufacturers to improve design and reduce testing time. One example that stands out is the use of digital twins in the oil and gas industry. A major oil company, I'll call them Petrocorp, was facing significant issues with pipeline corrosion. By creating a digital twin of their pipeline network, they were able to simulate the flow of oil and detect potential corrosion hotspots before they became major issues. This allowed them to reduce maintenance costs by 30% and even prevent a major environmental disaster. The benefits of digital twins are clear, and as more industries begin to adopt this technology, we can expect to see even more impressive examples of innovation and efficiency. As we've seen, digital twins have the potential to transform industries and revolutionize the way we approach problem solving. It's an exciting time, and I'm eager to see where this technology will take us in the future. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in learning more about related technologies, be sure to check out our video on augmented reality in manufacturing. Join me as I challenge myself to see if I can successfully grow crops in a simulated Martian environment. Space farming is a concept that's been gaining traction in recent years, and for good reason. As we continue to explore the possibility of establishing human colonies on Mars and the Moon, one of the biggest questions we need to answer is how we'll feed those colonies. Traditional farming methods won't cut it in these extraterrestrial environments, which is why space farming is being hailed as a potential game changer. Sustaining human life on Mars and the Moon is no easy feat. Both planets offer hostile environments that are fundamentally different from those we're used to on Earth. Mars, for example, has temperatures that can drop to -125 degrees Celsius, while the Moon has no atmosphere to protect against harmful radiation. And on top of that, there's the issue of accessing reliable food sources. It's not like we can just pop down to the local grocery store when we're living on Mars or the Moon. Food is a fundamental necessity for human survival, and we can't rely on resupply missions from Earth forever. We need to find ways to grow our own food in these environments, and that's where space farming comes in. But it's not going to be easy. We're talking about cultivating crops in environments that are either completely or partially hostile to plant growth. Take Mars, for example. The planet's soil lacks the nutrients and organic matter that we take for granted on Earth. And even if we could somehow manage to create a fertile soil, the planet's atmosphere is so thin that it can't provide the necessary air pressure or protection from radiation. It's a tough nut to crack, but that's exactly why scientists and researchers are working overtime to find solutions. One of the most promising approaches to space farming is hydroponics. This method involves growing plants in nutrient-rich solutions rather than soil, which could be a game changer for Mars and the Moon. Hydroponics allows for precise control over the nutrient intake of plants, which could be particularly useful in environments where traditional farming methods won't work. Another technique being explored is aeroponics, which takes hydroponics to the next level by suspending plant roots in the air and delivering nutrients through a mist. This method has the potential to be even more efficient than hydroponics, using up to 90% less water and requiring minimal land use. Both of these methods could be particularly useful in extraterrestrial environments where resources are limited. There are also experiments being conducted on using LED lighting to stimulate plant growth in low-light environments, which could be particularly useful on the Moon where the sunlight is limited. And let's not forget about the potential for vertical farming, which could allow us to grow massive amounts of food in tiny areas. The possibilities are endless, and it's an exciting time for space farming research. One experiment that really caught my attention is the veggie experiment conducted on the International Space Station. In 2015, astronauts grew a crop of lettuce in a hydroponic system, and the results were astonishing. Not only did the lettuce grow healthily, but it also tasted great. This experiment showcased the feasibility of growing food in space, and it paved the way for further research. The potential for space farming to support human life beyond Earth is enormous. Imagine being able to grow your own food on Mars or the Moon, using sustainable and efficient methods that minimize waste and maximize resources. It's a vision of the future that's both exciting and terrifying, and it's an area of research that I'll be keeping a close eye on. So, to sum it all up, space farming has the potential to be a game changer for human colonies on Mars and the Moon. By exploring new techniques and technologies, we can make sustainable food production a reality in these extraterrestrial environments. And that's a truly exciting prospect. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave your thoughts on space farming in the comments below. Have you got any ideas for innovative space farming methods? Let me know. And if you want to explore more videos on space exploration, be sure to check out my other videos. Join me as I dive into the world of quantum internet and see if it really can revolutionize data security forever. Imagine a world where our online data is virtually unhackable, where cyber attacks are a thing of the past, and where our sensitive information is safe from prying eyes. This might sound like the stuff of science fiction, but with the advent of quantum internet, it could soon become a reality. In this video, we're going to explore the concept of quantum internet and its potential impact on data security, and ask the question, can it really revolutionize the way we think about online safety? When it comes to data security, we're facing a crisis. Hackers are getting smarter, and our current encryption methods are struggling to keep up. The fact is, our classical encryption methods, like RSA and ICE, are vulnerable to attacks from powerful computers. And as computers get more powerful, these vulnerabilities are only going to increase. We're seeing cyber attacks on a massive scale, with huge corporations and governments falling victim to data breaches. The consequences of these breaches can be devastating, from financial loss to reputational damage. And as our lives become more and more digital, the stakes are only getting higher. The threat of cyber attacks is real, and it's only going to get worse unless we find a solution. And that's where quantum internet comes in. But before we dive into the world of quantum, it's worth noting that the current state of data security is, quite frankly, a mess. We're relying on outdated encryption methods that are no longer fit for purpose, and it's only a matter of time before they're breached. The question is, can quantum internet provide a solution to our data security woes? Quantum internet operates on a completely different principle to our classical internet. At its core, it's based on the concept of quantum entanglement, where two particles become connected in such a way that what happens to one particle instantly affects the other, no matter how far apart they are. This might sound like quantum magic, but it has real-world implications for data security. Using entangled particles, we can create unhackable encryption keys, known as quantum key distribution, or QKD. This means that any attempt to intercept the key would instantly be detectable, making it virtually impossible to breach. But how does QKD actually work? Well, when two parties want to exchange sensitive information, they each have one half of an entangled particle. When they measure their respective particles, the state of the other particle is instantly determined, allowing them to generate a shared encryption key. This key can then be used to encrypt and decrypt the data, making it secure from prying eyes. It's a complex process, but the end result is simple: unhackable data. One of the most significant breakthroughs in QKD came in 2016, when a team of scientists successfully demonstrated the ability to send a QKD signal over a distance of 260 kilometers. This might not seem like much, but it paved the way for the development of quantum internet on a much larger scale. And with companies like Google and IBM already investing heavily in quantum technology, it's clear that this is an area that's set to revolutionize the way we think about data security. A study published in 2020 took this concept even further, demonstrating the ability to send QKD signals between two cities, a staggering 200 kilometers apart. This is a major milestone on the road to developing a fully fledged quantum internet, and it has huge implications for the future of data security. Imagine being able to send sensitive information across the globe, secure in the knowledge that it's completely unhackable. It's a game changer, and it's coming sooner than you think. So what does the future hold for quantum internet and data security? In short, it has the potential to revolutionize the way we think about online safety. With the ability to send unhackable data across the globe, we could see a significant reduction in cyber attacks and data breaches. It's a future where our online lives are safe, secure, and protected from prying eyes. Thanks for watching. If you're as excited about quantum internet as I am, let me know in the comments below. Do you think it has the potential to revolutionize data security? Share your thoughts. And if you want to learn more about the latest advancements in tech, be sure to check out our video on artificial intelligence and machine learning. Join me as I dive into the world of gene editing and anti-aging breakthroughs to see if I can extend my life forever. Imagine waking up every morning feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to take on the day. No aches, no pains, no signs of aging whatsoever. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, what if I told you that this dream could become a reality, thanks to the incredible advancements being made in gene editing and anti-aging technologies? As we age, our bodies undergo a range of physiological changes that can make life more challenging. Our metabolism slows down, our energy levels drop, and our bodies become more prone to disease. It's a natural part of life, but it's also a reality that many of us would rather avoid. That's why researchers have been working tirelessly to develop new treatments and therapies that can combat the effects of aging. From Alzheimer's to cancer, age-related diseases are a major burden on our healthcare systems and our quality of life. But what if we could prevent these diseases from occurring in the first place? What if we could identify the genetic factors that contribute to aging and switch them off? It sounds like science fiction, but the truth is that we're getting close to making this a reality. Scientists have identified a range of genetic pathways that are associated with aging, and they're working on developing therapies that can target these pathways and promote healthy aging. As we age, our cells undergo a range of changes that make them more susceptible to damage and mutation. Telomeres, the protective caps on the ends of our chromosomes, start to shorten, and our cells become less efficient at repairing DNA damage. It's a vicious cycle that can lead to a range of age-related diseases. But what if we could slow down or even reverse this process? What if we could restore our cells to a more youthful state, and enjoy the energy and vitality that comes with it? Gene editing technologies like CRISPR are revolutionizing the field of anti-aging research. By allowing scientists to precisely edit genes, CRISPR is enabling the development of new therapies that can target the root causes of aging. From editing out genes that promote aging to inserting new genes that promote healthy aging, the possibilities are endless. And it's not just about treating age-related diseases, it's about enhancing human lifespan. One of the most exciting areas of research is in the field of senolytic therapy. This involves using gene editing to remove senescent cells, which are cells that are past their prime and are no longer able to divide or function properly. These cells can contribute to inflammation and tissue damage, and removing them has been shown to have a range of anti-aging effects. In one groundbreaking study, researchers used CRISPR to remove senescent cells from mice, and the results were nothing short of amazing. The mice lived longer, healthier lives, and showed significant improvements in their physical function. But it's not just about mice. Human trials are already underway. Researchers are using CRISPR to edit genes in human patients, and the results are promising. One study published in the journal Nature Medicine showed that CRISPR could be used to treat a range of genetic disorders, including a genetic form of muscular dystrophy. The potential implications are huge. If we can use CRISPR to treat genetic disorders, why not use it to treat the genetic factors that contribute to aging? In another study, researchers used CRISPR to edit the genes of human embryonic stem cells, and the results were astonishing. The edited cells showed significant improvements in their ability to grow and divide, and the researchers were able to correct genetic mutations that had been present from birth. It's a major breakthrough, and one that could have significant implications for our understanding of human aging. So what does the future hold for gene editing and anti-aging? The possibilities are endless, and it's an exciting time to be alive. Imagine a world where age-related diseases are a thing of the past, where humans live long, healthy lives, and where gene editing is a routine part of our healthcare system. It's a future that's rapidly approaching, and one that I'm excited to be a part of. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of gene editing and anti-aging breakthroughs. If you're as excited as I am about the possibilities, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What do you think about gene editing and its potential to extend human lifespan? And if you're interested in learning more about this topic, be sure to check out another related video on my channel. Join me as I dive into the wild world of cryonics and take on the challenge of exploring whether humans can really be frozen and brought back to life in the future. Today, we will explore the fascinating and controversial topic of human cryopreservation and the prospects of being frozen and revived in the future. Cryopreservation, or the process of freezing the human body at extremely low temperatures, is often met with both excitement and skepticism. On one hand, the idea of being able to cheat death and wake up in a future where diseases are cured and humanity has made tremendous strides is undeniably captivating. On the other hand, the notion that we can simply freeze our bodies and revive them at a later date seems like the stuff of science fiction. But what if we told you that scientists have already made significant progress in this field? In fact, there are already several companies and organizations dedicated to cryopreserving humans, with some having successfully frozen and thawed out certain tissues and organs. Despite these advancements, the central challenge we face is whether current technology can truly preserve humans in a state that allows for successful revival without irreversible damage. After all, freezing the human body is a complex process that requires a deep understanding of cryobiology, neuroscience, and biology. When we freeze the human body, we are not just freezing the physical structure, but also the intricate web of biological processes that keep us alive. This means that we need to find a way to preserve the delicate balance of chemicals and molecular structures within our cells, which is no easy feat. Research has shown that when we freeze cells, ice crystals can form within the cellular structure, causing irreparable damage. This means that even if we were able to successfully thaw out the body, the cells themselves may be unable to function properly, making revival virtually impossible. In order to overcome this hurdle, scientists have been working on developing new cryopreservation techniques that can minimize cellular damage. One such approach involves using cryoprotectants, which are specialized chemicals that can protect cells from ice crystal formation and damage. We'll examine the science behind cryonics, highlight current research, and discuss the ethical implications and technological hurdles that need to be overcome. From the fascinating world of vitrification to the promising results of cryopreservation in animals, we'll delve into the latest advancements in this field. One of the most promising areas of research is in the field of vitrification, which involves cooling cells and tissues to extremely low temperatures without actually freezing them. This allows scientists to create a glass-like state that prevents the formation of ice crystals, reducing cellular damage to a minimum. Researchers have also been exploring the use of cryoprotectants, which can be used to protect cells from ice crystal formation and damage. These chemicals work by replacing the water within cells with a protective solution that prevents ice crystals from forming, allowing cells to survive the freezing process. Current research has shown that it may be possible to cryopreserve certain tissues and organs, such as the brain, heart, and liver. In fact, scientists have already successfully cryopreserved and thawed out these organs, with some even managing to restore their function. The key moment in our exploration will be discussing a groundbreaking study that shows promise in cellular preservation and what it could mean for the future of humanity. This study, which was published in a leading scientific journal, demonstrated that it may be possible to cryopreserve entire organs and even the human brain. The study, which involved cryopreserving rabbit kidneys, showed that it was possible to freeze and thaw out the organs without causing significant damage. This breakthrough has major implications for the field of cryonics, as it suggests that it may be possible to cryopreserve the human body in the near future. In addition to the scientific implications, this study also raises important ethical questions about the potential consequences of cryopreservation. For example, if we were able to cryopreserve humans, would we be able to revive them in the future, and if so, what kind of society would they wake up to? In summary, while the idea of being frozen and brought back to life is still in its infancy, advancements in science and technology may one day make it a reality. If you found this topic intriguing, be sure to check out our video on the ethics of cryonics and share your thoughts in the comments below. Join me as I dive into the world of nanobots and challenge myself to discover how they're revolutionizing healthcare and space. Nanobots, tiny robots measured in nanometers, are transforming the face of healthcare and space exploration. These miniature machines are bringing about a revolution that's set to change the game, and I'm excited to explore the ins and outs of this rapidly evolving field. Current medical treatments often fall short in providing effective solutions to complex health issues. For instance, traditional drug delivery methods can be hit or miss, with medication affecting healthy cells in addition to the targeted diseased cells. This can lead to a plethora of adverse reactions, making treatment a delicate balancing act. Furthermore, many medical procedures are still quite invasive, resulting in lengthy recovery periods and heightened risk of complications. The space industry, on the other hand, is also plagued by inefficiencies. The cost and complexity of launching and maintaining satellites, probes, and other spacecraft are significant barriers to advancing our understanding of the cosmos. Moreover, the harsh conditions of space travel can be damaging to both human health and electronic equipment, hindering our ability to explore and gather crucial data. The inability to accurately and precisely target medical treatments or maintain spacecraft components has led to a growing need for innovative solutions. As we push the boundaries of human knowledge, it's become clear that we require cutting-edge technologies to overcome these obstacles. This is where nanobots come in, tiny, yet powerful, instruments that can operate at the molecular level, opening up new avenues for targeted treatments and space exploration. Medical professionals are already harnessing the potential of nanobots to deliver targeted drug delivery, reducing the risk of adverse reactions and improving treatment outcomes. For example, nanobots can be programmed to identify and attach themselves to specific cancer cells, releasing medication directly into the tumor. This minimally invasive approach has shown promising results in reducing tumor size and improving patient health. In the realm of space exploration, nanobots are being deployed to revolutionize satellite maintenance. These tiny machines can be sent to repair or upgrade malfunctioning components, extending the lifespan of satellites and reducing the need for costly replacements. This not only saves resources but also enables us to gather more accurate data and push the boundaries of our understanding of the universe. One groundbreaking study that showcases the potential of nanobots is the development of a nanorobot that can effectively remove plaque from arteries, reducing the risk of heart disease. This tiny machine is capable of navigating the complex network of blood vessels, identifying and breaking down problematic plaque, and even collecting data on the surrounding environment. This breakthrough has far-reaching implications for the prevention and treatment of cardiovascular disease. Another success story is the use of nanobots in space exploration. Researchers have successfully developed nanobots that can repair and maintain spacecraft components, such as solar panels and fuel systems. This technology has the potential to not only extend the lifespan of spacecraft but also enable more efficient and effective space travel. The prospect of utilizing nanobots in healthcare and space exploration is truly exciting. As we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible, it's clear that these tiny machines are set to play a pivotal role in shaping the future of these industries. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of nanobots. If you have any thoughts or questions about the potential of nanobots in healthcare and space exploration, please leave them in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about the latest advancements in technology, be sure to check out our next video. Join me as I dive into the wild world of mind uploading and see if I can figure out if it's really possible for humans to upload their minds into machines. The idea of mind uploading is a fascinating one, the possibility of transferring our consciousness, our thoughts, our memories, and our sense of self into a digital realm, freeing us from the limitations of our physical bodies. It's a concept that has sparked endless debates, fueling our imagination, and raising fundamental questions about the nature of humanity and our identity. Currently, our understanding of the human brain and its intricate workings is limited, to say the least. Despite significant advances in neuroscience, we still can't fully grasp the complex neural connections that give rise to our consciousness. Moreover, our technological capabilities to replicate or even record the intricacies of the human brain are lagging far behind. We're still struggling to develop computers that can efficiently process and store the vast amounts of data generated by our brains every second. Another significant hurdle is deciphering the neural code, the intricate language that our brains use to communicate with themselves. We're still in the dark about how to translate this code into a digital signal that a machine could understand. Furthermore, even if we somehow managed to crack the code, we'd still need to figure out how to upload the contents of our minds into a machine without disrupting the delicate balance of our neural connections. The complexity and scope of the task are mind-boggling, and it's clear that we're still in the infancy of exploring the possibilities of mind uploading. However, this hasn't stopped innovators and researchers from exploring various approaches to tackle this challenge. One promising approach is digital consciousness, which posits that consciousness arises from the interactions between neurons, and can therefore be replicated in a digital environment. Another approach is brain mapping, where scientists attempt to create detailed maps of the brain's neural connections, hoping to identify the patterns and networks that give rise to our sense of self. In recent years, researchers have made significant breakthroughs in brain-computer interfaces, enabling people to control devices with their minds. While still in its early stages, this technology has sparked hope that we might one day be able to transfer our consciousness into machines. For instance, a team of scientists recently announced a major breakthrough in developing a neural implant that can read and write neural signals with unprecedented precision. This development opens up new possibilities for restoring vision, hearing, and even limb function in individuals with severe neurological disorders. Who's to say we can't take it a step further and use similar technology to upload our minds into machines? As we wrap up our journey into the world of mind uploading, it's clear that we're still in the early stages of exploring this vastly complex and intriguing concept. The possibilities are endless, but so are the ethical concerns. If we succeed in uploading our minds, what does that mean for our humanity, our sense of identity, and our place in the world? So, what do you think? Is mind uploading a pipe dream or a reality waiting to happen? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're curious about the future of AI, be sure to check out my video on the rise of artificial general intelligence.